What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back live once again, and today, since I haven't really made a coin roll hunting video in a very long time, I figured that this would be the perfect place to start. So right now I have a box of pennies, and so what I thought I would do is essentially just basically run through the procedures that I use to search through 2,500 cents, and so basically what I use is I have this, obviously you need a box of pennies. I have this very small sort of Swiss Army pocket knife thing, which is perfect for opening up rolls. And I have a Rydell, as you know, and I have sort of this, this is a like an oil pan thing, which I use to empty the rolls into the pan, and then basically sort of like, see whether I can pick out anything that's of interest before I dump it into my machine. So also, I think that if I haven't shown you in the previous video where I talked about the serial number on the boxes, I forgot to mention that there are actually 50 rolls. No, I mean 50. Obviously, they're 50 rolls. It better be 50 rolls. But there are 50 holes in the top of the box, so you can actually, so the teller will actually look through each hole and make sure that he or she sees a roll in each hole, and therefore that would indicate that there are 50 rolls there. So now I know a lot of people, open the box from the top and they just either cut here or rip open this, but what I like to do is the following. I like to flip the box over to the back. You can see here, so it says, so the letters are facing you. And I take my knife and I cut right along the top right here. And so, if you do this, it enables you to open up and close the box, just like this. It folds open and closes. So close the back. If you don't want to, you want to save it for later, or you want to reuse the box for some kind of storage, which these boxes are great for that. So let's see, nothing catching my eye. Obviously, when you open a box, you immediately look for wheat enders, or any Canadian enders. So I don't see anything too good. No. Okay, so now, since I know I'm not saving this box, what I'll do is, obviously if I'm going to save the box, I'll just leave it open like that. I'll leave just cut once. But I will flip this over to the other side, since I obviously want to check the other ends. So I'll get my knife, cut the other side, slide the top out. And then this just lifts up like that, and you can just easily check the other side. So, perfect. So let's check. Let's see. A lot of nothing. Make sure that there's 50 rolls here. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay. So, what's this one? Nothing. Alright, so I'll start opening these rolls, and I guess I'll open a couple on camera. Let's see, how am I going to do this? Let's move the camera like that. There we go. So let's open a couple rolls. So now what I normally do is I take the end, take my knife, just sort of slip the knife underneath the little roll there, cut a little bit, put my thumb on the piece that I cut, and just rip right off. And so this usually just falls right out. And then I cut the other side using the same procedure. Cut a little bit, thumb it, rip it, and then what you do is I just stick my fingers under here. See how that little tab lifts up? I grab it and then I just open my hand like that. Everything falls right out. So, do a couple of these quick. Nothing catching my eye at the moment. Obviously, there's a correlation between the number of wheat enders you get and the number of wheats in a box. So the more wheat enders, the more wheats in the box. So let's see. Actually, there's a Canadian right here. You can see that. No one really cares. It's Canadian. It's 1988, and I see another one. 1976. See, that's the great thing about this. You can just kind of like that, spread them out, and you'll be able to see a lot better if there's like a weed or something. Okay, so let's open a couple more rolls, and I'll just, I guess, fast forward since this gets kind of boring after a while. Another Canadian. 74. Now again, I'm obviously primarily doing this to get wheat cents, but I do collect copper, so I save the copper from the boxes. Obviously, if I first wheat. Ooh, what is this? 1944D. It's actually got a weird color to it. It's kind of like gold almost. Compare that with a normal, like a regular penny. Let's see, it's got like a different. Yeah, this is the wheat penny right here. It's got like a different color. Oh, 44D, I will take it. Definitely. Don't see anything else. So, I guess we'll keep going. Alright, so I'll go through these. What I'll do is I'll go through these 50 rolls and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just finished going through the box, and so this is the result. The entire box dumped into this little pan that I have. And so I found a couple of wheats, found a couple of Canadians as well. And the best wheat, let me show you. Hold on, it's out of the way. Move the camera here. The best wheat being, is my loop here? It is. Where is it? There we go. Found a 1920. Oops. I don't know if you can see that. No, it's not going to work. Alright. Trust me, this is 1920. I think you can see that. It's in 1080p, so I just hit full screen. Alright, so the wheats. So out of our initial inspection, we found 8 wheat pennies and 5 Canadian. So that's pretty good for initial inspection. I haven't really put that to the frame of the camera. Haven't really looked through it yet, so I'm going to run this copper through my machine, and I will be well, I'll run these pennies through my machine. So I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the copper concentrate from the machine, and oh wait, Yeah. Found another wheat. This is a 1956. You can see that. Alright, I'll give you a close-up after. That goes there. Let's see. I don't see anything. Ooh, what's this? No. That one was cleaned. What's that? Oh wait, King George, 1950 Canadian. I forgot what they call King George the 6th, I think, or the 5th, or whatever. There we go. It's upside down, 1950. Alright, so normally what I do is, after I run it through the machine, I put on a pair of gloves, because I actually count exactly the amount of copper that I have. So, let's see, what am I going to do? Yes, put the wheats aside, so they don't get confused. Wheats go in one container, Canadians go in the other, and so we'll just dump this out. Camera here. And so basically what you do is you flip. Oh, got another wheat. This is a 51D. Let's see that. And so the point is to basically turn these over to the reverse, and then once you feel like you have enough, you count 50. Right, so put the camera here a little bit. So what you do is you count 50, and then you put it in your little, let's see, yeah, put it in one of these things, right? One of the boxes that I was using to collect the copper from the machine. And so for every 50, you get a piece of paper, and you just sort of give it like a little dash, like that, and then, you know, another 50, another 50, another 50, and you'll see that, so you have something, you'll end up with something like this. So then you can do figure 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. Then you usually, if you have an odd number at the end, you can, you know, write like, you know, 45. So then this would be 545 copper, and so then you'll put that in your data table, and you'll be able to track, you know, see trends. So so that's what I'm going to do. So let me do 50. Make sure I don't get confused with what I just wrote. So I'll probably flip it to the other side here. Again, you do this after a while, you kind of get fast at it. And the point is to flip them over to the reverse so it'll be easier to see any kind of wheats. Because obviously they have the same obverse other than the date. So, let's see. That seems to be enough. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. That goes in here. Oh, lost one. And then that gets one notch. So then what you do is you rinse, repeat, obviously filtering out any kind of, you know, wheats, Canadian, and maybe essentially anything else. So that's what I'm going to do, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I just got done counting all the copper, and I have the stats for you. So, got 743 copper cents, and so that's about almost 30%, with 23 wheat cents, and 11 Canadians. So the Canadians are right here. With we got one. The oldest one Canadian was being a 1950. I believe it's King George VI, because the Roman numeral right above his forehead says 6. So, though I don't really know that much about Canadian, the history of Canadian cents. Okay, so let me give you a close-up of the wheats that I found. So this is the oldest one that I found. This is a 1920 Philadelphia. 2 1939s, 1941, 2 1942Ds, 1942, 1944, a 44D that looks like it was cleaned a very long time ago, 2 1945s, a 1947, 1948, 48D, 49, 1950, 2 1951Ds, a 1951 Philadelphia, 1952D, 1953, a 1955, which isn't doubled, so I'll show that here. Let's see if I can have the... There we go. Oh wait, that's 53. There we go, 55. No doubling. Okay. So 1955 and a 1956. And that's it. So that's all my copper. 743 of them. And this is all the zinc that I have to go dump now. So it's about 1750 zincs. Didn't find any 2009s, but then again, I don't really look anymore since it's really not worth my while. So that's it. That's you know, again, these numbers are pretty typical of, or pretty average, I should say, of the boxes around my area. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you feel entertained. Remember to subscribe, like this video, leave me a comment. Actually, definitely leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. And I will see you all next time. Take care, everybody. Alright, I know that was supposed to be the end of the video, but I was actually skimming through the zinc just for haha, I guess. And look what I found. Can you tell what that is? Yeah, let me pick it up for you. I'm holding it over a sink. That's not smart, but it's the best light. Can you see that? Wait a second. Where's Lincoln's head? Is it a Canadian? No, this is a blank planchet. And it is a zinc blank planchet, so that's why I didn't see it actually when I was counting the coins, the copper cents. Really cool. My first genuine error coin, and it only took me about 53 boxes to find. Haha. Really cool. I thought I was seeing things, and sure enough, upon further inspection, it is a blank planchet, and it is a zinc, but there's no date on it, obviously. But what happens is, and I'm glad I found this, I can start talking about, I guess, a quick aside, because this is supposed to be a coin roll hunting video, not a blank planchet video. But basically, this is what the penny looks like before it goes into the coin press, or the coin striking machine. And sometimes, every now and then, a couple get, unstruck, and they go through. And sure enough, I don't know where this thing's been, but it landed right in my lap, so it's in good hands. So just a little update. If I find anything else, I'll just add anything to the end of this video, but still really, really cool. It inspires me to go through the zinc, but I don't know. I need to be really inspired to go through 1700 zinc cents, but yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad I actually, it was actually sitting on top, so glad I saw it and I didn't bring it back to the bank to give it to somebody else. So yeah, that's all.